guys, welcome back to yet another YouTube video. And as you can see here, we're on this page here. An update to dislikes on YouTube. So I just want to share my thoughts of this and just overall my opinions. Why I think removing dislikes and making it private across YouTube is not necessarily a good thing. So the thing I don't get is why they decided to do this all of a sudden. So it says the dislike will be private across YouTube, but the dislike button will remain. At YouTube, we strive to be a place where creators of all sizes and backgrounds can find and share their voice to ensure that YouTube promotes respectful interactions between viewers and creators. We introduced several features and policies to improve their experience, and earlier this year, we experimented with the dislike button to see whether or not changes could help better protect our creators from harassment and reduce dislike attacks where people work to drive up numbers of dislike on the creators' videos. As part of this experiment, viewers could still use the dislike button, but because the count was not visible to them, we found that they are less likely to target a video's dislike button to drive up the count. In short, our experience showed a reduction in dislike attacking power. We also heard directly from smaller creators, those just getting started, they are unfairly targeted by this behavior, and our experiment confirmed this does occur at higher proportions on smaller channels. Based on what we learned, we're making dislike counts private across YouTube, but the dislike button is not going away. This change will start gradually rolling out today. Creators will still be able to find their dislike counts in YouTube Studio, along with other existing metrics. If they would like to understand how their content is performing, viewers can still dislike videos to tune their recommendations and probably share feedback with creators. We hear during our experiment that some of you have watched the dislike count to help decide whether or not to watch a video. We know that you might not agree with this decision, but we believe that this is the right thing to do for the platform. We want to create an exclusive, respectful community where creators have the opportunity to succeed, feel safe to express themselves. This is just one of many steps we are taking to continue to protect creators from harassment. Our work is not done. We'll continue to invest here. Alright guys, we're also going to watch this video, so I'm going to mute my mic while I do this.
Hey folks, you may have seen a while back that YouTube announced it was experimenting with making dislike counts private to only the creator of the video. Now, if you're like me, you were surprised by that. I mean, I've always thought seeing the number of dislikes on a video helps us know as viewers if it's a good video or not, if it's a helpful tutorial or not, or if what a creator is saying in their video is generally agreed with or not. But unfortunately, research teams at YouTube have found there's this whole other use for disliking a video that I had never experienced as a creator, and you may not have either. Apparently, groups of viewers are targeting a video's dislike button to drive up the count, turning it into something like a game with a visible scoreboard. And it's usually just because they don't like the creator or what they stand for. That's a big problem when half of YouTube's mission is to give everyone a voice. So earlier in 2021, YouTube experimented with making the public dislike count private to see if it would help reduce these coordinated dislike attacks across the platform. And after analysis, they did see a reduction. So the update from YouTube is that the dislike button is staying, but the dislike counts will now be private. You can still dislike videos, and that action will be used to tune your own recommendations, but you won't be able to see the dislike count. Only the creator can find it on the back end if they want. Now, a few common questions we saw from the initial experiment. First, without a public dislike count, how can viewers tell if a video is worth watching? Again, I kind of had this question too, but it turns out that while viewers might use the dislike count to give them a sense of a video's worth, when the teams looked at the data across millions of viewers and videos in the experiment, they didn't see a noticeable difference in viewership, regardless of whether they could see the dislike count or not. In other words, it didn't really matter if a video had a lot of dislikes or not, they still watched. Next common question. If creators can still see the dislike count on the back end, how's that any different? They can see it if they look for it inside Studio Analytics under the Engagement tab. But overall, it's much less likely to cause stress and embarrassment if the count isn't visible to the public. And one more common question, is this because YouTube Rewind got lots of dislikes? No, although there are some teams internally who have learned the hard way what it feels like to get lots of dislikes. Now, this again is about protecting all creators and making sure they have a chance to succeed and feel safe in doing so. All right, so that's the update. I hope it doesn't cause too much frustration. Honestly, I think you're going to get used to it pretty quickly, and keep in mind other platforms don't even have a dislike button. So consider that. Thank you, and I hope you're...
So after watching that video, guys, like, I guess I never really thought of it like that, but I think in the long run, in my opinion, I think that getting rid of the dislike count and everything isn't going to be necessarily a good thing on YouTube. So as you can see here, an update, like, I already showed you guys this. I still don't think this is going to be like a good thing for YouTube. Like how are you going to know if a video is a scam, or, you know, or if a tutorial is good? Like, why do you think this is called YouTube feedback is a good thing, you know? And that's generally what I think. So I don't know what you guys think of, you know, this disappearing and only being able to see this in YouTube feed, but if you guys have any opinions on this, do you think this is a good idea that they got rid of the dislike button? Well, at least seeing the count anyways. You guys think that's a good idea? Because honestly, I do not think this is a good idea for YouTube. And I mean, it is what it is, though. I mean, it is what it is. So let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. Do you think this is a good thing or a bad thing? Let me know what your thoughts. Make sure hit this like button if you enjoyed the content, or dislike if you didn't enjoy this. You know, you're entitled to your opinion. I want everybody's voice to be heard. I want everybody to have an opinion, and you're entitled to it. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys on the next one.